The music world stood still as family, friends, fellow artists, and devoted fans gathered to honor the life of legendary R&B singer Peabo Bryson, who passed away at the age of 75 following complications from a stroke. Known for timeless classics such as If Ever You're in My Arms Again, Beauty and the Beast, and A Whole New World, Bryson left behind a musical legacy that touched generations around the world. His family confirmed that he passed away peacefully surrounded by loved ones. At his memorial service, emotions filled the room as mourners gathered to celebrate a man whose voice had become the soundtrack to countless love stories. The open casket viewing gave those closest to him an opportunity to say one final goodbye. Family members stood together in quiet reflection, while fans traveled from across the country to pay their respects to the Grammy-winning singer whose music had accompanied some of life's most meaningful moments. The service was described as elegant, intimate, and deeply moving. Soft instrumental versions of Bryson's greatest hits played throughout the venue as guests arrived. Floral arrangements surrounded the casket, featuring white roses, lilies, and orchids, flowers chosen to symbolize love, peace, and remembrance. Photographs from every stage of his life were displayed throughout the hall, allowing attendees to reflect on his remarkable journey from a young singer in South Carolina to one of the most beloved voices in contemporary R&B. Many who attended spoke about Bryson's kindness and humility. Although he achieved international fame, those who knew him personally remembered him as a generous friend, devoted husband, and loving father. Stories shared during the service painted a picture of a man who valued family above everything else and remained grateful for his success throughout his 5-decade career. One of the most emotional moments came when family members delivered heartfelt tributes. They spoke of the strength Bryson showed throughout his life and the joy he brought into their lives. Through tears, they thanked fans around the world for the overwhelming support they had received since news of his passing became public. Family representatives previously noted that they had been deeply moved by the outpouring of love and prayers from supporters everywhere. Several musicians and longtime collaborators also attended the service. Many reflected on Bryson's extraordinary talent and his ability to bring emotion into every song he performed. His influence extended far beyond the charts. Fellow artists described him as a mentor who encouraged younger performers and shared his knowledge generously. Special attention was given to the songs that defined Bryson's career. His unforgettable duet performances were highlighted throughout the ceremony. The audience listened as recordings of Beauty and the Beast and A Whole New World filled the room, reminding everyone of the magical moments his voice created. These songs earned him Grammy Awards and introduced his talent to audiences worldwide. The ceremony also celebrated Bryson's achievements outside of Disney soundtracks. Speakers reminded attendees that he was already a respected R&B star long before those iconic duets. Hits such as Feel the Fire, Reaching for the Sky, Can You Stop the Rain, and Tonight I Celebrate My Love helped establish him as one of the defining voices of romantic soul music. Over the years, his smooth vocals and heartfelt performances earned him admiration from fans and fellow musicians alike. A particularly touching moment occurred when excerpts from interviews with Bryson were played during the service. In those recordings, he spoke about the importance of love, gratitude, and perseverance. Hearing his voice once more brought many attendees to tears. Some smiled as they remembered his warmth and humor, while others quietly reflected on how his music had helped them through difficult times. Messages from fans around the world were also read aloud. Letters and tributes arrived from people of all ages who shared stories about first dances, weddings, anniversaries, and personal milestones accompanied by Bryson's songs. The testimonials highlighted the unique connection he formed with listeners through his music. Outside the venue, hundreds of fans gathered to honor the singer's memory. Many held flowers, photographs, and albums. Some sang along softly to his most beloved songs, creating a moving atmosphere of collective remembrance. For many, Bryson was more than an entertainer. He was a voice that helped define important chapters of their lives. The service also recognized the challenges Bryson faced throughout his career. Despite health setbacks, including a serious heart attack in 2019, he continued performing and recording music whenever possible. His determination and resilience inspired many who admired not only his talent, but also his strength. Throughout the memorial, one message remained clear. Peabo Bryson's impact cannot be measured solely by awards or record sales. His true legacy lies in the emotions he inspired. Whether singing about romance, hope, or devotion, he possessed a rare ability to connect with listeners on a deeply personal level. As the service drew to a close, attendees joined together for a final musical tribute. The room filled with voices singing one of Bryson's most cherished songs. Family members embraced one another, while friends and fans stood united in remembrance. It was a fitting farewell to an artist whose career was built on bringing people together through music. Following the ceremony, mourners slowly approached the casket for one final goodbye. Some paused for a moment of prayer, while others simply stood in silence. The scene reflected the profound respect and affection so many felt for the singer. Peabo Bryson's passing marks the end of an extraordinary chapter in music history. Yet his voice will continue to live on through the songs that made him a beloved figure around the world. From romantic ballads to award-winning duets, his recordings remain timeless reminders of his remarkable gift. Though family members and fans now face the difficult task of moving forward without him, they find comfort in knowing that his music endures. Every time one of his songs plays, a piece of his spirit remains present. His voice continues to inspire, comfort, and unite people across generations. As mourners left the memorial service, many carried the same thought in their hearts. While Peabo Bryson may be gone, the memories he created through his music will never fade. His legacy as one of R&B's most beloved voices will continue for generations to come.